So this time from Series 4, we're looking at the figure number 8, which is Kraven the Hunter. And we'll take a look at the back of the package here. Let's see the little read up there. And you got Rocket Raccoon there on the back. So Kraven here is pretty cool. One of the figures that I was waiting for. You know, for some reason we don't seem to get a lot of Spidey villains and Rogues Gallery in the Marvel Universe proper. Probably because they're reserved for the other Spider-Man lines from the movie or just the Evergreen line if they have one out. So it's really a treat to get a Spidey villain. He is really great. He's got lots and lots of detail to him and a fair amount of accessories too. You can see that really has this great big shaggy mane on his vest, which is detailed like a lion, and he's got nice details on the belt there, on his boots. You can see these skulls on his knees. That's pretty neat. Nicely painted designs here. A little bit overlapped here. These are supposed to be a band, but you can see like the little spots sort of went over where the band was supposed to be, but not too bad. And you got wrappings on his arms there that are just painted. One issue that I do have is that his eyes have this reddish brown paint around them. I think it's to give a little bit of shading and make him a little bit more animalistic, but I don't know if it's quite coming off too well in the camera there, but it does kind of, every once in a while I glance at him, I'll look at him weird. His eyes are too red, I think. It doesn't quite pull off what they wanted to do with that paint job there. His accessories here, you can see that he has a spear, wooden spear, nicely sculpted there. It is bent in the package. I think it's meant to be mostly straight, but still, it does work, you know, as being a primitive spear. It can be slightly bent and not perfectly straight. And you see it's got feathers and beads on the design there, tied up at the front there to give it a little bit of flair, I guess. And a nice little tip there, painted gray. So that's pretty neat. He also has a knife, which he holds in his left hand. And the knife here is a little bit disappointing. It's a reuse of the knife the knives that come with Drax in the Guardians of the Galaxy 3-pack. And it does look a little bit slightly weird. I would like more standard Bowie knife type design to the knife, or this like a survival knife type of design. It's not that bad. And his third accessory here, you can see he's got a necklace there that you can, if you can pop the necklace off if you don't want him to wear it. But you can just as easily have him wear it there. And it really doesn't impede the articulation on the head. Again, he's fairly standard for Marvel Universe figures. You do get the upper torso articulation, forward and back, left and right, but no waist articulation. His arms do go all the way around, but they do have to come out to the side because the large mane on there. His arms of course, go in and out, rotate at the bicep, bend at the elbow, and rotate at the wrist. Legs go forward, back, out on a ball joint. He's got double jointed knees. And unfortunately, I thought he was going to have the new articulation on the feet with the ankle pivot, but he just has a rotation, and they do go slightly forward and back, but not too much because of the sculpt on the lower portion of the leg there. He could have stood to have that extra ankle pivot articulation. Unfortunately, he doesn't. But it's not quite as bad as as you would think, not having that articulation. And one other thing to mention, though, his mane on the back there does make him a little bit back heavy. So he is kind of a little bit hard to get positioned to stand up. Just a little bit, not too much. So I guess that'll be it. Stay tuned for my next review on the this wave of Marvel Universe figures, and until then, I'll see you.